Hi everyone, I hope everybody is doing great and welcome back to this tutorial on FewShotprompting. I hope you have seen my previous sessions on the generative AI with one-shot prompting as well. Sorry, it's zero-shot prompting. So in today's session, we will explore how you can teach Gen AI models to perform specific tasks with just a few examples. So it's like whether summarizing text, solving any math problems, or even recommending the movies, right? Few short prompting is like giving the AI a quick lesson before it gets to work. Like just give some examples and refer that and give me an output similar to that example, right? By end of this video, you will see how simple examples can give you a incredible result, making your interactions with the Gen AI more accurate, creative, and tailored to your needs. Okay, before we get started, if you like my channel, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel, leave a thumbs up, and if you have any questions, please put it in your comment box. So let's dive in. So today I'll be I'll be walking you all through like around 15 to 20 unique examples of future promptings. So I have kept my prompts ready so that it won't take much time for me to just sit and write. Right. So I just kept all the prompts ready. So I'll be showing you how that prompt looks like, which meant by the few shot prompting. And any questions, please buzz in the comment box. Okay. So let's start with the text summarization. Okay. So this is how we are going to give an example for the future prompting, right? So here, if you see, summarize the following paragraphs in one sentence. This is my instruction, and I am giving an example: one, two, and third. For third, you give me the examples or give me the summarization. Like I gave this is a paragraph, and this is how my summarization looks like, and this is my paragraph, and this is how my summarization looks like, and this is my paragraph. Can you give the summarization? So let's see how this works. So you see, it gave like a single sentence, right? So if you just blindly, if you go ahead and ask summarize the following paragraphs, it will take its own way of doing things. Rather, it has any reference, right? It knows that now I want only a single simple sentence, right? It summarized that way and it has given to me, correct? So this is about uh, the model learns to generate the very concise summaries. Okay, so now let's see on the translation part, right? Let's see how we can do a few short prompting if you want to translate a language or a sentence from one language to another language. Okay, so you see here, this is translate the sentence from English to Spanish. Hello, how are you? And I'm giving an example. I would like to order a coffee. I'm giving an example, like how it looks like the translation. For the third one, you will help me with the translation. Okay, this is how uh, the future prompting, right? So you see, it gave a response. Can you help me, please? So it just translated to the Spanish and give me the output. This is what a few short examples basically establish the pattern for translating similar sentences, right? Okay, so now let's see how we can do the uh, sentiment analysis. Okay, how we can do the sentiment analysis with by giving an example to the Gen AI. This is how it looks, and give me the sentiment analysis for this, right? So I say, okay, analyze the sentiment of the following sentences. So I give an example: I absolutely love this product, which is positive. The customer service was terrible and unhelpful, which is negative. So let's see for third one. The movie was average, nothing too exciting, right? So let's see how it is going to respond back, right? It's a neutral. It's like it's not positive, it's negative. So it has got that knowledge on, okay, this is how I'm going to respond. So it follows the examples to categorize the sentiment effectively. Okay. So if you have any scenario where you want to correct the grammars of your sentences, right? So you can use Gen AI with some few short promptings. Okay. So let's take one example here. Correct the grammar in the following sentence, right? So he don't know the answer. He doesn't know the answer. I has a book. This is wrong, right? I have a book. She go to school every day. So let's see what is it going to respond back. This is basically correcting the sentence. She goes to school every day. This is the right way of handling it. Like basically we're teaching the model to identify and correct grammar mistakes, right? Giving an examples. Next, we can take an example of any story continuation, right? Like I have a story, and I want to like have it complete, right? So I see a young boy found a mysterious map leading to, and then I'm giving like, okay, this is how it has to continue, right? Same way, princess trapped in a tower. Let's see what Gen AI is going to complete that sentence, right? So, say you can say uncovers a secret power within herself to break free and save her kingdom, right? So this is how another example on how the model uses the example to understand how to continue the narratives. Okay, let's see about writing some Python code or uh, something, right? So here we'll see like um, coding examples also. Like if you give an example, how is it going to give back the responses, right? So let's see. I'm just going to give some examples with the prompt. Okay, so write Python code for the following task. Find a square of a number. I gave some sample example for you to learn. Print the Fibonacci series up to 10 terms. I have given some example here. Then calculate the factorial of a number. So let's see how this is going to give back the response. You see, it has given back you the example of factorial of a number, which gets the model to generate similar code snippet. Like if you see that it has followed the similar kind of patterns, right? It has given the functions and it has followed the similar type of patterns of coding. Okay. Next example, we can say if you want any recipe suggestions, right? So let's see how this looks. So suggest recipes for these ingredients, right? Ingredients: egg flour, and sugar. So this is how it looks like. Ingredients: tomato and this. This is how. And if my ingredient is chicken and garlic, what is a recipe you are going to give me, right? So you can see you can make a garlic soy chicken by marinating the chicken. So this has given a similar line of ones. See, if you blindly go ahead and ask Gen AI, give me a recipe for this chicken garlic and soya sauce, right? The way it responds back will be totally different, right? So that is why this few shot prompting helps to come up with a structured way of responding back, right? It's very much important. So if you want to solve any problems, math problems, right, there also we can just see how it works. So answer these math problems. So John has 3 apples and buys 2 more. How many does he have? So we have given, this is how. So if you just directly ask this question, it gives you its own way of responding, its own way of results back with all the explanation. But for me, I just want what exactly it does, right? I don't want any full explanation of what is the response looks like or how is it coming, right? So if you see here, it just gives me what is it, 60 miles per hour into 2 hours, it's equal to 120 hours, 120 miles, right? So basically it's like crisp and clear response I want. So I'm just giving an example, you refer that and give me the output. Like basically teaching the model to solve problems in a step by step way. Since I had given 3 plus 2 equal to 5, then 10 minus 4 minus 3 is equal to 3. So I want similar type of responses. That's why it has given the similar type of responses. Okay. Another example would be email writing. So if you want Gen AI to give you certain, like, because everybody has their own preference of email writing, right? If you have an example, you feed in and Gen AI can come up with a similar type of email structure and the template, right? So if you see here, right, professional emails for this context, like apologizing for a delay. Subject is this, dear customer, etc. Scheduling a meeting. So I have given the format. Subject is this, dear team, this. So now requesting a feedback. Let's see how it is going to generate. Correct. This is very crisp and clear way of giving back the response by referring this example which I have given. If you directly go ahead and ask Gen AI, can you please give me a sample examples or email writing for the requesting a feedback, it will not have any inference or any context to refer to. It just gives its own way of structures and things, right? Okay. Okay. um, So, next one, let's see um, how GenAI can help in product descriptions or any descriptions if you want to write, right? So, for example, I want to write a product descriptions for smartphone for vacuum cleaner. This is what I want, like one simple straight away sentence, right? For laptop, let's see how is it going to give now. See, very simple, very one line. So if you generically ask, give me the product description of laptop, it just gives you one paragraph, right? So this refers the examples I give, and it will follow the similar patterns, right? So another example could be travel recommendations. Okay, so if I want recommend destinations for the following preferences, right? Like beaches, adventures, and history. So beaches and adventures. This is what the recommendation destination which I'm looking for. So history. You give me a suggestions recommendation, right? It gives you the relevant references as per the examples I have given. Okay, the next one could be comparative analysis. So if I have to compare any of the items, right? How the comparison should be, right? If you want a specific ways of handling the comparison, like Android versus iOS, this is what I told. Tea versus coffee and Mac versus Windows. So this is how it's going to give back the responses. Okay, so basically this is how you will be using the few short promptings, right? So you will give an example, and GenAI will use that example as a reference so that it can easily understand what we are expecting, what is that we are looking for, right? So that is really a good way of improving the accuracy and things, right? So few short prompts basically it's very useful on how to follow the patterns, the structures, and the logical flows which with the minimal data. So giving an examples, the model learns task specific behavior, making it highly adaptable for various applications. Okay, that's wrap up. That wraps up our few short prompting session. So we have seen such a handful of examples on how to guide this GenAI model to deliver the very precise, accurate responses. This approach is incredible, very useful, saving time and effort while enhancing the quality of the results. So whether you're working on language translation, code, or even in anything, like few shot prompting is a tool that empowers you to achieve more with less input, right? If you find this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next session.